After the events of Jurassic Park 3 in Camp Cretaceous, we have no idea what happened to the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus till today. Now, the last place we saw the Spinosaurus was in Camp Cretaceous as it ran off into the trees. Now, I would think it would be brought onto the mainland as this island got shut down, so most of the dinosaurs would probably be brought to the mainland during the events of Dominion. Now, even if the Spinosaurus was brought to the mainland, we need to find out what actually would have happened to it. So I think it would be put in a safe spot as it's a kind of hybrid dinosaur and very important and very vicious. It could be used for weapons of war, as in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom we kind of explored how the Indoraptor could be a weapon of war. So this might be said for the Spinosaurus as well. So if it was brought to the mainland, it would probably be in a cage or in a fighting arena like we saw in Jurassic World Dominion. Now, would it survive? Well, that's the question. I think it would survive up to the events of Rebirth, as in Rebirth we know that dinosaurs on the mainland have died out, Rexy has died out, so I'd assume it died of old age. Now, optimistically, if it didn't, I would think it would stay in an enclosure or a cage or something, or it could be transported to Site B or maybe even Site C. It could show up in Jurassic World Rebirth, not show up, but the head design still could show up in Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, if it did survive, it would probably be kept in an arena fight, and I would realistically assume that it would survive, or it could be kept, as I said before, in an enclosure. I would probably think it will be kept in, as they said, in an environment, in an environment that suits the dinosaur. It'll probably just stay there. So I'd choose it would survive. Now, if it didn't survive and it bit the dust, then, well, I guess the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus story would be over. I'd be completely fine with that. But I think the Spinosaurus will survive. Now, the Spinosaurus in Rebirth, well, where did this Spinosaurus come from? I'll explain that in a future video. Obviously, the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus and the Rebirth one are completely different. The Rebirth one, well, all Rebirth dinosaurs have new redesigns, and the Spinosaurus, obviously, had a redesign. Shares not really any resemblance of the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus, so I would assume that it's not the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus or has any relation to it. In conclusion, the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus would probably be around on the mainland in a cage or a sanctuary somewhere. The Rebirth one has no relation to it and is a separate Spinosaurus, a different experiment, different mutation. So in conclusion, Spinosaurus would probably be alive. Comment your thoughts of what you think happened to the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus. Next video will be discussing the D-Rex.